A Lewis County man is sentenced to 30 years in prison. 36-year-old Nathan Hotchkiss pleaded guilty last year to sexually exploiting 2 children under the age of 5 and live streaming or distributing the depictions of the abuse for cash. Federal prosecutors say that when Hotchkiss was arrested last August, he had a collection of child porn. His sentence also includes $18,000 in restitution to his victims.